Chapter 72, When a Dog Goes Home. I wake in the dark in my room upstairs. Mooney is standing on me, 2 dog feet on my chest. Funny thing, he does step on me some, but just to get settled, early on. Then he sleeps the night in a curl by my side. But now is the middle of the night, or I think so. I whisper, "What, boy? What is it?" He hops off me, off the bed. He stands with front feet up on the window sash. I sit up, look out across the orchard and down the hill. I see it, small square of light, a window. Then I know it. Somebody is home inside the drinker's house. I whisper Mooney back into the bed. I hold him, tuck my nose into the soft coat. I breathe him in. I pat the spotted back. I stroke the white belly. I feel his breath in my ear, reaches down to my middle. I think this hard day coming. I wait for dawn. I know I have to do right. I get up, get dressed. Mooney rests on the bed, on top of warm sheets, his head between his paws. He watches me with his golden brown eyes. I keep my shoes quiet on the stairs, but Mooney clicks going all the way down. Toenails, toenails, toenails. I hear somebody say, "Psst, Mason." I say, "Holy cow." I about jump from my skin. I say, "Hush, Shailene." She says, "There's a lady out there. She's been sitting in a minivan." I peek out. Don't you know, it is Mrs. Drinker, come for her dog. First thing is, I wave Shailene back into her room. I will do this, but on my own. Mooney waits at my legs. I breathe a big breath in, and it shakes all the way out. I say, "Well, boy, come on now." Mooney wags. I try not to let him know what today means. Try not to let him know why my heart feels heavy, like the head of a hammer. Got my hand on our doorknob. I peek again, and I see Mrs. Drinker. Out of the car now, she's opening the big sliding door. I think this. I should open our door. Let Mooney run. Let him fly. Let him go wherever home will be. Elsewhere. But I stand there, bite my lip. Then I see Mrs. Drinker turning around from the car. She's hefting something out. The bin full of dog food. Got some papers on top of it. The pages flutter. October wind. I watch, and I sure do wonder what she's doing. She comes and sets the bin down on the new deck boards. She goes back to the car and hauls out Mooney's dog bed. She puts it with the bin and slides everything a little bit closer to our door. My heart thuds. Mrs. Drinker turns to leave. I think this. She's right there, and I'm right here. Feels like watching a friend walk away. What about Mooney? I open the door, step out on the fresh yellow porch boards. She doesn't seem to hear me. I could still slip back inside. I say, "Mrs. Drinker?" She turns around. Mooney bolts past me, springs toward her, tail wagging, body wiggling. It is his greeting for ones he loves the most. She crouches to catch his ruff in her hands. She hugs the dog and says, "Oh, Mason, I thought your house was still sleeping." I say, "We are waking up." She smiles, the sad kind. She fidgets, strokes Mooney's coat. Her eyes are full of water. Makes me wonder if our porch is a crying place. I say, "I'm sorry about letting him sleep here. It wasn't the whole time, and I'm not trying to steal him." She says, "Oh, no, I'm glad he wasn't alone." She says, "Mason, we have troubles. You know that." She chokes up. She says, "And we think Mooney will do best if he can stay with you." I wonder what stay means. She's nodding her head. Then she said, "For always." My heart pumps. I see pink in the air. It hangs there. She says, "He thinks he is yours anyway." She laughs a tiny laugh. "We think he chose you. Both Maddie and I think it. She says, this dog is a love, and he deserves love. You are his home. So there's his food and his vet records and the bed, all you need. I think this Mooney is mine. That pink wash blooms again. I say, thank you. It comes up all dusty, but I mean it. I say, there's no better gift, no gift like Mooney. She says, I think this dog loved you from the day you sailed into the cellar. He must have thought, that boy is spectacular. We each send one little laugh into the early air. I say, Mrs. Drinker, it's not my business, but I'm sorry about the troubles. She nods, frowns, then her face breaks. I say, but maybe I can tell you this. It will be okay someday, somehow. Don't you think? She sighs to get her breath. She's crying streams of tears. She says, right now, I don't see how, but I will hope for that. My God, I will. Then she hugs me and hugs Mooney. She tells him, be a good boy for Mason. He kisses her goodbye. She gets into her van. I keep Mooney close, hold him, hope he won't be confused. But he is. He cries, little murmurs I can feel from his chest. He's marching on his paws. I tell him, I know, but you have me. Promise you, boy, I promise. We watch the van roll away. Not easy to sort out. My heart feels scrambled. Mrs. Drinker is gone. Don't think she's coming back to Merrimack. But Mooney is settling down in my arms like he gets it. He's staying forever. So I know that was like a big unanswered question in this story. So that's one of the reasons I really like the denouement, or the falling action in this story, which is what we call what happens after the climax. It really is satisfying on many levels. I mean, we feel bad for Mrs. Drinker because she was always nice to Mason, but it's really happy that Mason gets to keep Mooney. But kind of bittersweet too, because Mooney really loved his mom.